to Medica Wellness Studio. I'm Angelica Maria Koch with your educational videos about how to live optimal health and vibrant well-being as I continue to guide you step by step through an amazing and life-transformative process, empowering you to connect with your body and soul in a completely new way again. So before we explore another inspiring theme about how to live optimal health, and if you have enjoyed my videos so far, I encourage you to get my book, The Dance of Your Core Healing, Transforming Your Mind, Body and Soul in the New World, and have a look at my website, medicanova.net, at the online academy, where you can find 3 great online courses which I flavor with individual guidance and tutorials, which you usually do not get with online courses. So today, let's explore the theme, your liver, your lifeline, and how to smile with your liver. By the way, the way I create these now fortnightly presented videos is really an intuitive and randomly chosen process. It often has to do with what's going on right now on the planetary and the collective consciousness. Humanity right now is living at its peak of duality, separation from the whole. And we are bombarded on a daily basis with unbelievable violence, rage, to the extent that it goes beyond comprehension. And I often ask myself, what do we need to learn more in order to go back into a place of inner peace and calm within ourselves? I'm energy, you are energy, and your thoughts and your emotions are frequencies. So where do they all go? Well, on the physical level, they all go to your liver. It's the very organ where it's all get dumped to. Now, in one of my previous videos where I talked about the toxic stress cycle, I already mentioned the importance about the healing triad of colon, liver, and stomach, which are fundamental, and essential building blocks of interdependent and interrelated functions of optimal health. So when these 3 aspects, the liver, the colon and the stomach, are well balanced and nourished, you will experience vitality, a smooth detoxification through all your body channels. That means you are able to cleanse within on all levels, mentally, emotionally, as well as physically. And you also will have a sort of sense of joy and a rejuvenating well-being. Symbolically, the liver manifests as the capacity to distinguish and clearly evaluate all aspects in your life. Let's repeat this sentence again because it's very important to understand. Symbolically, the liver manifests as the capacity to distinguish and clearly evaluate all aspects in your life. So it's this very seat within yourself which has a common sense, which knows what's right or wrong, and also has the ability to make the right decisions, even if you feel emotionally overwhelmed. So this process of clear thinking and being able to make the most appropriate decisions is fundamentally interrupted if the liver cannot detoxify sort of the body's own produced metabolic waste products as well as incoming unprocessed toxins. So when I'm speaking to you right now, my body has to produce energy. My cells have to produce energy. And this energy combustion or this process also produces waste products. And the liver is there to direct them out of our body, as well as processing what's coming from the outside through me. I often have noticed when I had a good liver cleanse as a side byproduct, it's not a byproduct, but it is somewhere because we don't expect it to happen, is that I have a really clear thinking, a capacity to make the right decisions, even if I was stressed maybe. So a sick liver shows us that we are taking in more of something than we can possibly cope with. It is a sign that our world has taken on an immoderate and exaggerated lifestyle of too much excess. So rich food, alcohol, perhaps excessive drugs, all of which influence our ability to clear judgment and for evaluating what's right or wrong. And right now, in this unprecedented time of change, we need to have this ability again to make clear judgments make clear decisions. So when a clean liver and fully functional liver, you will be surprised how much easier you are able to make effective and very appropriate decisions again. Remember the movie Eat, Pray and Love? There was this Balinese healer called Ketut, and he was talking to Julia Roberts, and he said, do your meditations in the morning, eat well, and he ended that by saying, and smile with your liver. Well, it wasn't just a sweet joke. What he was saying was actually a life-saving and life-maintaining statement. To smile with your liver is really, really important for your body. Another aspect of an imbalanced liver can be seen in people who have this exaggerated and inflated ego, and I will explain to you in a minute what that means. These liver types, and we often call them choleric, they're very easily flared up to anger. They have anger outbursts, they flare up. But also they have this air of quiet self-possession and a detachment that inspires respect, but typically carry underneath a huge sense of inadequacy or lack of confidence. They tend to be intellectual. You can find them maybe in doctors, lawyers, diplomats, executives, and often hold prestigious positions, but they're also very critical to others and criticize everything around them. Of course, they're very sensitive when they are criticized. Many of these individuals are actually deeply insecure, however, exaggerating the truth to bolster their low self-esteem. They often resist change because change or challenges brings up their anxiety. Now, all these liver types, most of them, they have abdominal ailments or colon ailments, and the inflated ego is now dropping down into the lower abdomen. And it comes out with the symptoms of excessive flatulence. And they fart all the time and they feel very embarrassed about it, but they can't help it. And that is an inflated ego where it drops down into the colon. The homeopathic first aid over-the-counter remedy LYCOPODIUM clavatum, which I mentioned in another film already, is really helpful here. It can alleviate the excess flatulence, but it also supports your liver. Another homeopathic remedy which comes to mind is CHELIDONIUM marhos. In a herbal base, it's also called CHELIDONIUM. It's very helpful when you have pains traveling up your shoulders. CHELIDONIUM 30 in a homeopathic remedy is fantastic for newborns who suffer from jaundice, right? Because that's a liver problem. So if you have excess flatulence, LYCOPODIUM 30, you can get it at your Whole Foods store, maybe every 2 to 3 hours for a day or two, will help tremendously here. So if you're suffering from liver problems, then it is time to ask yourself these questions. Are there any areas in my life where I have lost my capacity to clearly assess and evaluate? Where is my keen sense of distinguishing between what is healthy and good for me and what is toxic in my life? Do I feel confident in life? Do I appear overconfident by trying to hide my lack of self-esteem? So the gallbladder is intimately related to the liver, and here we have feelings of resentment, being bitter about something like the bile. One of my mentors, Dr. Wheelwright, once said, build the liver's vitality and the liver will detoxify the body according to the body's inherent detoxification pathways. So why is it absolutely necessary to support the liver from any onset of a detoxification program? Well, to recap, the liver is the most important organ in your body, much more important than your heart, due to its countless of life-maintaining functions. The body's main natural detoxifier has a huge effect not only on your physical health and longevity, but also on your mental, emotionally aspects. So the liver has 2 detoxification pathways, and I know there's a little biology involved, but I really make it simple. We call it phase 1 and phase 2. In phase 1, the chemical substance is made into a less harmful one. And this formation or this process is creating free radicals. These are the bad ones in our body. We don't want to have them, too many of them. And in order to quench them, we need antioxidants, which are your soldiers or your immune system. And if you don't have enough of those, then these free radicals trying to attack your liver cells. This is the reason why I have clients asking me, I was diagnosed with liver cirrhosis, but I don't drink alcohol. So how is that possible? It's because of that, right? Because there are too many free radicals attacking your liver cells. Now in phase 2, this toxic chemical is then made water soluble by adding another substance, so it moves it out of the body, usually via the colon or the kidneys. So from food processing and agricultural chemicals, environmental pollutants, vaccination, prescription and recreational drugs, dental fillings, radiation to junk food, we rely on the liver to take care of processing all of it. So next to cleansing our blood, the liver stores vitamins and minerals. It takes care of your hormones, for example. It's responsible for the whole metabolism of proteins. It constructs 50,000 systems of enzymes to govern metabolic activity throughout the body, and it neutralizes anything harmful. And these are only some of the functions. So the liver is not only one of the largest organs in the human body, but its central organ. It is the body's finest laboratory. And that's why you owe it to your liver to cleanse it. A sluggish liver, one that functions poorly, will express itself as some kind of intolerance. So you have a glass of wine and you feel like, I don't feel like so good about it, or you have a headache the next day. You maybe are not able to digest fatty food, or you have nausea or particular bloatedness after you have eaten, and of course the mentioned excess flatulence. These are all liver symptoms and all signs of your liver is congested. So improving your liver function will also help you manage your weight. Yes, it has all to do with that too, as the body holds onto liquids, we call it water retention, or onto fat particular, which serves as a storage unit of excess toxins. Hormonal problems are very much related to liver problems. So if you have your premenstrual tension, your PMS, and you feel all bitchy and angry and don't want anybody around you, has a lot to do with the liver, because the breakdowns of the hormones don't happen efficiently, and then we have an imbalance or accumulation of estrogen production. So as you can see, once the liver is unable to handle the initial detoxification process on its own, as it's meant to do actually, all the other organs and bodily systems can be exposed to the toxicity, and then we have this domino effect. So imagine the liver as the main port where all the ships carrying their freights dock. And here the arriving ships are cleared of their cargo, they're maintained, and then they're set off to their journey again. But without this central port, there's no efficient transport system, of goods or livestock to support even the world market. So the liver acts as this central port within the body, providing and stabilizing the vital nutrients and processes for its well-being. So did you know that your eyesight is actually really directly related to a congested or a good liver? So after a nice liver cleanse, often your vision is better. Meaning, you have not just an inner sense of a clarity of vision, but also your eyes, your physical eyes are getting better. There's also a direct relationship with the left liver lobe and your seasonal allergies. The liver goes all the way from the right side to the left side, and the left part of it is called left liver lobe. And it has a lot to do with seasonal allergies. So if you really want to get rid of that, and right now we have the fall season, a lot of people suffer from it, have a mild liver cleanse and see if that helps. Did you know that your lifelong constipation might be linked to a strong possibility of a sluggish liver? It's not just the lazy colon. Constipation has actually little to do with laxatives, but very much to do with your congested liver. So how can you detoxify and support your liver in the most affordable and effective way? Well, I'm offering you a mild liver drink here, which all you need is a blender and some kitchen pharmacy ingredients, is the way I call them. Get yourself a glass of apple juice. You can have water too, but apple juice is nicer, it tastes nicer. 1 clove of garlic, a 1/4 inch of organic fresh ginger, 1 organic lemon which you press out, and then 1 tablespoon of cold pressed organic virgin olive oil. And you throw this all in the blender and liquidize these ingredients, and it comes out into this milky fluid. If you want to jazz up the potency of this drink, add a dropper full of MILKTHISTLE herbal extract and dandelion herbal extract. That really stimulates the liver to release these toxins in even a stronger way. I would wait about 15 minutes and then follow it up with a detoxification herbal tea. You can find it in your health food store. And then wait again almost half an hour before you have your breakfast. So the idea is you drink this, you consume this drink first thing in the morning. So don't gulp it down. It's like a salad dressing. Just drink it sip by sip, and it really, sort of smoothes out the liver in the most beautiful way. I recommend usually 10 days to up to a month, depending on how stressful your life is. There are no side effects. You maybe have the first 3 days a little headache, but that's just a sign that the liver is chucking out the toxins. And you will feel so much better. We'll be able to meet this crazy world in a much calmer and peaceful way. Mind you, this is a simple and affordable way to support your liver. But if you really want to go deeper, like with a 60-day or 90-day ultimate whole body detoxification program, contact me on my email info@medicanova.net. I'm also available at nourishdoc.com for health consultations, and there I can give you really tailored and cutting-edge protocols which are light years ahead now in comparison to the common natural detoxification protocols. Have a look at my website medicanova.net. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for doing that. And if you have any comments, leave them below. And in the meantime, much love. Take care.